So ये पैलेस लास्ट रॉयल पैलेस इन इंडिया 1929-1943 महाराजा उमेद सिंह जी के टाइम में इसका कंस्ट्रक्शन एशिया का सबसे बड़ा 347 रूम्स ऑल टुगेदर। तो ये जो सेक्शन है ये प्राइवेट है, यहाँ पे अभी प्रेजेंट रॉयल फैमिली रहती है। और अगला जो हिस्सा है वो म्यूजियम है और उसका अगला हिस्सा वो ताज ग्रुप को दे रखा होटल है। उमैद भवन पैलेस का ये जो पत्थर है ये लोकली क्वारी किया हुआ है, राजखान हुआ करती थी। इस पत्थर को, ये सैंडस्टोन है बेसिकली, इसको बोला जाता है चीतर। तो जोधपुर में दो प्रकार के पत्थर होते हैं, एक होता है पिंक सैंडस्टोन जिसको कुट्टू बोला जाता है, और एक ये एशलर सैंडस्टोन जिसको चीतर बोला जाता है। इस बिल्डिंग का जो कंस्ट्रक्शन है वो लोगों को रोजगार देने के लिए, तो करीब 14 साल तक 3,500 लोग डायरेक्टली इन्वॉल्व थे। इसका जो चीफ आर्किटेक्ट है वो ब्रिटिश था, मिस्टर कैस्टर। और जितना भी आर्ट वर्क हुआ इंटीरियर वो एक पोलैंड के आर्टिस्ट थे जिनका नाम था स्टीफन मॉबलर। उन्होंने ऐसा आर्ट वर्क किया।
मैंने आपको दे दिया।
ये जो फोटोग्राफ है ये 1970s में क्लिक किया गया था। ये जो हमारा प्रेजेंट महाराज है गज सिंह जी उनका है। He was born on 18th of January 1948. He was crowned as the Maharaja of Jodhpur at the age of 4. Late Highness Hanwant Singh ji got killed in a tragic plane accident. So he was woken up in the middle of the night. He was brought to the fort and he sat on the throne and crowned as the official Maharaja of Jodhpur. Then at the age of 6 he was sent to Scotland for the prep school, Court Seal, and then he came to Eton and then he graduated from Oxford, honours in economics and political science. ये महाराज उमेद सिंह जी का पोर्ट्रेट।
उमेद सिंह
महाराज उमेद सिंह जी ग्रैंडफादर ऑफ द प्रेजेंट महाराजा,
गज सिंह
जिन्होंने
जी
ये पैलेस बनवाया। He was born in 1903, crowned in 1918, and he passed away all of a sudden, appendicitis. He was on a hunting expedition near Mount Abu. He got pain in the stomach. The physician advised him immediate surgery, but there was no surgeon available. They sent telegram to Bombay, an English surgeon. He flew, but there was no landing facilities at Abu. So he landed somewhere in Gujarat. By the time he reached Abu, it was already 36 hours. So he was on the operation table. He opened, but toxicemia. He vomited and he died there. His death left many questions unanswered because he was directly involved in discussing the fate of Jodhpur or Marwar. Which way to go, India or Pakistan? Because at that time 565 princely states altogether, and Lord Mountbatten was sent from Britain to decide two dominions, India and Pakistan. And all these independent rulers had to decide which way to go. There were options. So here you see this picture. He is talking to Pandit Nehru and here is Mrs. Gandhi. So he was the first Indian pilot, initially as an air commodore, and then he was promoted to air vice marshal. So in his official attire uniform he is talking to Pandit Nehru. Muhammad Ali Jinnah also came many a times and he was trying to convince him. Sardar Patel bahut baar aaye. And finally, after his death, his son Maharaj Hanwant Singh, he contested election, general election 1951 and died in a plane accident. People say it was a sabotage, but nobody could prove it. This is Lord Linlithgow. He is taking guard of honor from Jodhpur Lancers. It is 1936, 37. This is the governing council of Jodhpur, which ended in 1949. Jodhpur signed 1949. This was the last estate instrument of accession. Now here, Umaid Singh ji is with his wife. So this made for each other couple had 5 children. So he is the eldest. So he succeeded him. He became Maharaja of Jodhpur. She became Maharani of Baroda. She got married to Fateh Singh Gaikwad, the cricketer of his time. Ranji के son के साथ शादी हुई थी इनकी. 1920s, a difficult time. First World War just ended. Due to the mismanagement and wrong policies of the British government, most of the food products were taken out of India and stored in Greece. Multi-million metric tons of rice, corn and wheat was taken away from Indians. So Indians were literally starving to death, especially Bengal. Now Maharaja Umaid Singh ji, a person with a foresight and a great vision, he started some big constructions to help support the people. This was known as Wyndham Hospital. Lord Wyndham, 1937, was the Viceroy of India. Now it is known as Mahatma Gandhi Hospital. Then this was Wellington Hospital. This is known as Maharaja Umaid Hospital. So these are the biggest hospitals in Jodhpur today, till date. Then this is a water dam, Jawai. This irrigates about 300,000 acres of land. And the drinking water used to come from here to Jodhpur. Now it is Indira Gandhi Canal. Okay. He set up many camps, medical, like cataract operations and so on. And to establish the credibility of allopathy, he used to go with the doctors in the villages, lie down on the operation stretcher, and used to say, pretend that you are operating. So let the people have credibility established into this allopathic system. Because generally people were scared to trust the English medicines and so on. Now, all these activities, still not enough. Many people were unemployed. So then he decided to start something really big. So he contacted this Henry Wagon Lancaster. He suggested, Your Highness, I have seen a temple in Cambodia. That is Angkor Wat. So that is dedicated to Vishnu. And Vishnu is the king of all gods in Sanatan Dharma. So why don't you start something at that scale, since you are the king? So he said, what you are talking about, I don't understand. If you can draw a picture, what you are imagining, what is in your mind. So 1925, he painted this watercolor, and then this project was agreed, and then the first drawing, official drawing came, and thereafter that model was done, and thereafter this is the foundation stone laying ceremony. So Maharaja Umaid Singh ji is laying the first stone of this building. This is the old flag of Jodhpur. So look at that model. So extreme left part is the private. Okay, this one is private. So we came from this side.
This one the private.
Yeah. Right now we are in this part of museum. 3 more sections are there, part of the museum. The rest is all outside. When this building is being built, this is the traditional way how this bamboo scaffolding, chisels and hammers. This was only the machine to lift heavy weights, steam engine operated crane. And this is the executive team. This is Henry Lancaster, the chief architect. And he is the court artist, Mr. Stephen Noblin. You can see his picture painting here. This was painted in 1936. Veer Durgadas Rathod, fighting with the Mughals. In the backdrop, you see the fort of Jodhpur, Merani. Now this is 1944, the inauguration party. So Grah Pravesh ke time hai. Rajkumar Dalip Singh, who is Maharaj Dalip Singh now, 94 years old. So he was the youngest prince. He inaugurated this party. It looks like this. This is the backyard garden. This is a special baradari out of Makarana marble. All the special dinners are held here. Now this is the central dome, which you see from outside. This is part of the hotel now. Rooms in this hotel. This is Maharaja suite. This is the bathroom of Maharaja suite. All black marble. The black granite is very normal, but this is extraordinary. And this is the lobby of that bathroom. Not the lobby of room, lobby of the bathroom. And this is Maharani suite, and this is the lobby of Maharani suite. Now, 1930s, the world is split in two. Paris was the main fashion center, and then it comes to Rome and London, and then New York. So there were people, those who were living in Art Deco. It's a lifestyle. Now, people, those who could afford to live in Art Deco, they could think to build palaces like this. And the rest of the world were trying to catch up, like what is Art Deco? They could not afford. So by the time Art Deco came in the limelight, it was 1960s. Most of the Bollywood films, Shami Kapoor, all these palaces and havelis, they all have Art Deco.
Okay.
So now, if you go to an architect and you wish to build something, they give you a three-dimensional design so that you can have a virtual tour. But at that time, it was not available. So what they did, each room is sketched. Now you know the color of the carpet, the size of the carpet, the side tables, and so on. So there are three main colors of the Art Deco, which is also referred as Nouveau Classic Deco. This is grape green. Tomato juice का जो color होता है pink, very peculiar pink, वो, and a blue, which is not navy blue, not sky blue. Okay, इनके बीच का, है ना? 347 rooms, they were all sketched. And this building, even today, they retain the ceiling. Look at it. Stephen Goblin with his son and wife. He painted Lord Shiva and Parvati. Can you recognize them? इनका वो जो idea था, characters are very European, especially the Greek code of beauty. क्योंकि हमारे सारे sculptures में दिखता है. आप बुद्ध की और महावीर की जो भी स्टेचूज देखेंगे 6 फीट, ब्रॉड शोल्डर्स, तीखे नाक, है ना, बड़े बाल, ये सब ग्रीक कोड ऑफ ब्यूटी पे, तो वो उन्होंने किया. शिव और पार्वती को कैसा यूरोपियन है ना, बहुत यूरोपियन. एवरेज इंडियन इज 5 फीट 2 इंचेस, 5 फीट 3 इंचेस, ये 6 फीट से अबव. अभी इसी कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आप वो पेंटिंग देखिए, राजपूत रॉयल वेडिंग. इनकी अचकन का कलर देखिए आप, वाइब्रेंट है, ब्राइट वाइब्रेंट कलर. दिस इज इंडियन स्टाइल, बट फिजिकल फीचर्स, ईच कैरेक्टर इज 6 फीट एंड अबव, है ना. सो हिज आर्ट वर्क्स हैव बीन रिस्टोर्ड. जो स्टूडेंट्स आ रहे थे पोलैंड से इंटर्न करने के, दे ऑल वर वर्किंग हियर, बट कोरोना डिसरप्टेड एवरीथिंग एंड दे रीस्टार्टेड. ये अंडरग्राउंड स्विमिंग पूल. We have two types of swimming pool. One is outside in the garden, and one is in a courtyard. So summers में sandstorms बहुत होते हैं, उसके लिए internal swimming pool काम. So you don't find any joint in between. Okay, this is the speciality of this building. Each stone is cut in T shape, so they are interlocked.
मतलब इतना चौड़ा और बड़ा होगा, इसको टी शेप में कट किया है.
जी जी.
वो जैसे अपन गेम खेलते हैं, ब्लॉक्स जमाते हैं.
लीगो वाले.
ये प्राइवेट है. leopards shot around 1935-36 around Jodhpur. Look at this Rolls Royce 1927. It was modified with a low RPM gear and floodlights and telescopes were fit so that they were used during shikar, hunting.
ये ओरिजिनल है?
Original. They are mummified, they are converted into trophy. Somebody put our prince in between. So Shivraj Singh, 1978, and he clicked the photograph. Current के father.
उनके father.
हनुमान सिंह
Anand Singh ji was only 28 years old when he passed away, or he got killed in a plane accident. His wife, Princess of Dhangadra, Kathiawar, Rajmata Krishna Kumari ji, she was only 24. She got married when she was 17. So by the time 1952, she has 2 daughters and 1 son. She is Chandresh Kumari ji. She got married in the Katoch family in Himachal. She was cabinet minister with Manmohan Singh government, art and culture ministry. She became Maharani of Baroda. So her aunt was also Maharani of Baroda, and she also became Maharani of Baroda. Now, His Highness Gat Singh ji, at the age of 4, when he was crowned as the Maharaja of Jodhpur, when he graduated from Oxford, 1970s, when 50 years of his coronation completed, and this is the family photo, Maharani Jodhpur from Himachal, from Punch, Hemlata Rajeji. He is the Prince Shivraj Singh, she is Princess Shivranjani Singh, Rajmata Krishna Kumari ji and Maharaj Gat Singh ji. When these kids they've grown up, our prince looks like this. He's a polo player. She is the Maharani. She passed away 3 years ago at the age of 94. And she decided to remain single. So he got married. He is having a son and a daughter, but she is single. Then His Highness came from England. Then he was appointed as High Commissioner of India in Trinidad Tobago Islands, West Indian Islands. 5 years he served as the High Commissioner of India. And then he came and appointed as Honorary Chairman ITDC.
ITTC.
So he became a pioneer in tourism development. Most of his properties are converted into hotels. So he got an Adrian Award. Adrian Award is given to the people, those who do something extraordinary for the conservation of traditional buildings and architectures. This is Maharaja Gat Singh ji inaugurating the International Kite Festival, staff playing Holi in the palace gardens. He also runs an NGO, Jal Bhagirathi Sansthan, looking after management of drinking water in the western Rajasthan. So when monsoon fails, Maharaja and Maharani doing this yagya and also plowing in the field, which is part of the ceremony, to appease Indra so that rain could come on the time. His picture is the Prince Charles, who is now King Charles III. This is symbolic board for our Maharaja. This is our Prince and the captain of Jodhpur polo team. December 6th this year, polo season begins. Last final cup would be 31st December.
31st, yes.
So if you have time, today is 6th, no?
Okay.
You can go to polo ground. You can visit some polo matches.
Okay.
Yeah. So look at this, Maharaja Gat Singh ji doing this ceremony. This is a school, a prestigious top-end high school for girls in Jodhpur, Rajmata Krishna Kumari Girls Public School. So still it is the top-end Jodhpur ka sabse behtareen school mana jata hai. Now this horse carriage is about 175 years old. ये उसके चांदी के लैंप हैं जो कैरोसिन ऑपरेटेड है. ये फोटो His Highness के राज तिलक का कोरोनेशन 1952. These are made out of Tibetan yak's tail. ऋग्वेद में ऋचा है राजा विष्णु का रूप, इसलिए मंदिर में भी ये काम में आते हैं और जब किसी का रास तिलक होता है तब भी ये काम आते हैं। ये पैरासोल जो छत्र है, राजा कभी भी अपने चैम्बर से बाहर निकलेगा तो बिना छत्र के नहीं निकलता है, दुनिया की हर कल्चर में, है ना। ये कुछ वॉकिंग स्टिक्स हैं 1890 से 1910। ये कुछ इंग्लिश क्रॉकरीज है और भी काफी क्रॉकरीज हम देखेंगे। some were gifted to them, some were bought by them. 1936. All the best selective wines, liquors, cognacs, bourbons, beers, cigars, cigarettes. These are the most expensive wine goblets. These are known as lilac. To buy a goblet like this may cost you $multi-thousand today. So ये सब पेरिस का lifestyle. Then you see nutcrackers, cigar boxes, cigarette boxes. So there was time when you could order made to order perfumes, made to order cigarettes, made to order wines, and made to order liquors. They were only made for you. Cars, planes, shirts, branded clothes. इनकी jewelry सब Cartier बनाता था, and then Tiffany's. So this is a tasteful opulence. Ugly show नहीं था पैसे का. Look at this. ये decanter, hand cut crystal. आज की तारीख में हमें सब मशीन से कट किया मिलता है ना, ये सब hand cut decanter. Look at the menu of a lunch, 1936. All these silverwares. And this screen is out of a very rare wood, the black teak from Burma, which is almost extinct. You can't buy anymore. Then you look at electric gramophone, which was a big thing, 1930s and 40s. These polo trophies, they were won by Jodhpur team, all international championships, and those were the two teams, Jodhpur teams. Jaipur and Jodhpur, they excelled in polo. These flower pots, flower vases, these were old bottles. These are perfume bottles. These are flower pots. Then here are ink pots, writing materials. These are quails before the pen. So you have to dip this in the ink and then write. These envelope holder, paper cutters, stamps, paperweights. Coming from Belgium. This picture is of Maharaja Sardar Singh Ji, father of Maharaja Umaid Singh Ji.
Father Umaid Singh.
Father of Umaid Singh. Monogram of Jodhpur on the envelope. Look at this picture. ये कोट का internal. Look at this. Maharaja Sardar Singh's portrait. He passed away in 1911. GCSI, Grand Commander Star of India. That was the knighthood conferred upon him. Most of these Maharajas had knighthoods like KCVO, Knight Commander of Victorian Order, KCVIO, Knight Commander of Imperial Order. ठीक है, जिसको भी Imperial Order का था वो रेड स्ट्रिप होते थे.
अच्छा.
और जो ये GCSI के ब्लू होता था, जैसे अभी ठीक है, ये डिजाइनर्स की शादी के जस्ट बाद का फोटो 1971. So Maharani Jodhpur and Maharaja in the backyard gardens of the palace. Then this is symbolic horse of Maharaja Singh Ji. though he's 74 years old, but sometimes he rides. And this is an India medal conferred upon Maharaja Umaid Singh Ji at Shimla, 1935. This was a big thank you to all the Maharajas, those who helped British fighting First World War. And this is portrait of Maharaja Umaid Singh Ji. This is portrait of Maharaja Sardar Singh Ji, who was father of Umaid Singh Ji. This is portrait of Maharaja Hanwant Singh Ji, father of the present Maharaja. These were the tools used during Bhumi Pujan and the first stone laying ceremony. Then you see here, these are three-dimensional. From this corner, when you see this, it shows you King George V and his wife Queen Mary. And from here, it shows Queen Victoria and her husband, Prince Albert. This is Darbar Hall, referred as Oriental Room. Now here we see the masterpieces of Stephen Noblin. Look at this, Raja Ramchandra, विजय रथ पर लंका युद्ध के बाद में उनके साथी हैं इंद्र और हनुमान जी के साथ हैं। अभी देखिए फिजिकल फीचर्स रामचंद्र जी के
पूरा यूरोपियन बनाया है, ग्रीक यूरोपियन।
ये देखिए सीता जी का स्वयंवर, शिव धनुष उठाया है श्री रामचंद्र। शादी के बाद रॉयल कपल अयोध्या में, ये देखिए बैकग्राउंड में अयोध्या का पैलेस है, रामचंद्र जी और सीता जी। और उसके बाद में ये देखिए अश्वमेध यज्ञ के बाद में रामचंद्र जी के घोड़े को रोकते हुए लव एंड कुश और सीता जी की अग्नि परीक्षा है, धरती दो भागों में स्प्लिट होती है, then she gets into it। फिर ये देखिए जटायु का रावण के साथ में, देन ये इंद्र मेघनाथ के साथ में युद्ध करते थे। ये सब रिस्टोर हुए हैं। तो बेसिकली जो स्टीफन नॉबलिन थे, ही वाज वेरी पॉपुलर portraitist who portraited Russian Tsar Nicholas family, some French diplomats and uses techniques. When Hitler started killing Jews, since he was Jew, he rescued himself and his family. So he came from Germany to Turkey. Turkey से Iran, and then he came to Bombay. So Maharaja Umaid Singh Ji invited him to work as a court artist. So he stayed here for 6 years, and then he went to America. Clocks and watches. This comes from Turkey. This is French. It is Apollo. That is Arc de Triomphe, France. These are bronze clocks. Mostly lighthouse, ship, and windmills. So many were bought by them, and many were gifted. That is like grandpa's clock. Most of the Indian households would have one or two like this.
What are they looking like? Ship and light towers.
Oh, lighthouse. Look at these glaze tiles. This is from France. Very high quality workmanship. सब चाबी से ऑपरेट होते हैं. That's a music box. It is before gramophones came. Gramophones, then you have records. But this, you have selective points. You could have selective music.
Limited.
Yeah. old French. Look how steam engines were connected into watches. They all have barometers and all this. The chabi se operate. This is a French chronometer and this is a Turkish chronometer. To study planetary movements, chronometers were required. Yes. All. Remember those pictures? Maharaja suite, Maharani suite, वो दोनों ऊपर हैं. हाँ, they are the most expensive suites of the hotel. So ये पूरा हिस्सा होटल का है, इसके आगे का हिस्सा.